What up, player? Or females, or whoever's there, he, she, whatever it may be. Today's topic is why you don't grow. This is a very. I wish someone would have made like a YouTube video like this, or maybe I just didn't find it. I didn't care. I don't know what it is. When I go to the gym and I see the same people, looking the same over, months and just doing the same workouts, and I'm shaking my head like, man, why don't you do some research if you're gonna be in here, for at least like 10 hours a week. And pretty much, why you aren't growing muscle? Not eating enough. That's simple as that. Not eating enough. When I see guys trying to get bigger, which in all honesty, they shouldn't be getting bigger. They should be losing fat because you really shouldn't be building muscle till you're around the 10 to 12% body fat percentage. Because any extra fat over that, that's just, you probably have too high levels of estrogen. If you have high levels of estrogen, which is caused by having a lot of fat, that lowers your testosterone. So you need to lower your body fat. And if you want to get a six pack, oh, there you go, man. Lower your body fat. That's another thing. There is no secrets, tips, tricks. There's no spot targeting fat. You need to be in a caloric deficit if you want a six pack. Everyone's got a six pack. You just gotta lose some weight. Dang, I don't like everyone in the world. How do you get a six pack fast? There's no fast. There's no fast ways. You need to be in a calorie deficit of 500 calories to optimize your hormones and have steady fat loss. There's no the fastest way to lose weight. Healthy weight. You're gonna get a skinny fat look if you go like on 1,000 calorie deficit, and it's terrible. Not enough protein. That's probably that. You need to be in a positive nitrogen balance. I forgot the guy from Athlete Next. Pretty much he was saying you don't even need to be in a caloric surplus if you want to build muscle. You just need to make sure you're building that. You have that positive nitrogen balance, and that's from protein. You might not have to. You want to be in a slight caloric surplus of 500 to 800 calories, so that gets towards building muscle. But pretty much, you need to have at least 1.2 grams per pound of lean body mass. That's like so critical. Like that should be in gold right now. Like that, you need your protein. The carbs and the fats will take care of themselves. For fats, you need at least 20 to 30% to reap the benefits of your hormones being optimized, especially your androgens and all that good stuff, all your testosterone. You just need at least 20 to 30% to reap the most benefits, not 50% and shit. Just at least 20 to 30, and the rest can be carbs, which carbs helps protein synthesis. That's why we're going to be adding that caloric surplus of carbs, because that's what's going to help protein synthesis. And then sleep 8 hours. You need to sleep. Man, sleep is so important, not just for muscle building or anything, but for your longevity of your life, to stay young, to have a nice, healthy immune system and all types of good stuff. Compound movements. Every time I go into the gym, I see guys starting with the bicep curls. I don't know what it is with guys in the bicep curls, but it's like, I just don't understand, honestly. The most useless muscle on the human body in my eyes. One of the most useless muscles. If you want a bigger arm, work out your triceps. Everyone knows that. If you're gonna do isolation movements, do them towards the end of your workout, or superset with the compound movement like I do. So I start at squats, I'll hit my abs with it. I'll do bench press, I'll hit my rear delts with it. 4 to 7 rep range. You need to be in the 4 to 7 rep range if you want to have that myofibrillar hypertrophy. There's two types of hypertrophy. Sacroplasmic, I believe that's what it's called, and myofibrillar. Sacroplasmic is pretty much more fluid goes into your muscles, but over time, like a few days later, it's gonna swell down. It won't be as swell. Like say you work out chest on Monday, and that like the casual 8 to 12, 8 to 15 rep range, like most people do. Your chest is gonna look bigger for a few days, but then it's gonna slightly decrease in size. But while myofibrillar, the actual fibers of your muscles actually grow, and that you need to be in the 4 to 7 rep range to get that myofibrillar overload, progressive overload. You need to be lifting heavier every time you go to the gym, every week, every month. You need to be lifting heavier if you really want to grow and get that look. Focus on the eccentric movement. The eccentric movement is when you're coming down with the weight. You can lift like 1.7 more times weight when you're coming down. So have a spotter. Say I'm doing my reps, right, and I can't get the last rep up. Have a spotter push the weight up for you, and then come back down and pop out like a few more reps, or just go start on. This is what I do. Say I'll put like, say your bench, I don't know, say 150. You like say 150 usually get for 2 or 3 reps. Start with that. Have the spotter help you bring it up, and you slowly bring it down. with 1 to 3 seconds. There's a study that's been shown that if you bring the weight down too slow, you won't rip as many muscle fibers as you would if you were to do it with the 1 to 3 second uh tempo. It's weird, I know. Like, if I were to go slower, it sounds like it would burn more muscle fibers, but actually it doesn't, because it's called cross bridging. The muscles like repair themselves when you go too slow. So I don't know. Look it up. It's on bodybuilding.com. I forgot the name of the guy, but pretty much you want to focus on the eccentric movement. So do like so we'll play with a weight that we usually get for 2 to 3 reps, and we'll just focus on the eccentric movement with a spotter. So someone will help you bring it up, and then you slow like a 3 second tempo, bringing it down. Get 10 to 15 reps with that, or like I say 8 reps. 4 to 7 reps. My bad. Or no, just like 8 to 10 reps. Play with it, because it's a lot more heavier, and you're gonna be doing it. Just the key thing is time under tension. Stimulate, don't annihilate. Your workout should be at least, pertaining to one muscle group, a 60-minute, 45 to 60-minute workout. Pretty much, if a car runs out of gas, it's done. And people in the gym for like 2 hours, you don't need to be in the gym. The only time you could argue with that is like if you working out little muscles. Like sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, like after a workout, I'll be in the gym sometimes 2 hours, because I'll hit like my calves, my forearms, like little things. And it's like forearms and calves are just a bitch, man. If you really want to get that nice swollen look, like if you really want to be, pretty much you gotta beat those motherfuckers up, man, because they're very stubborn muscles. And that's all I really gotta say about if you're not growing. I mean, if you take care of these things right here, you're gonna grow. I guarantee it. And these are very, basic principles. Actually, they're not basic principles. Not a lot of people talk about this stuff. Everyone's always looking around for the quickest way to build muscle, all this types of shit. No, you should be building like the most healthiest ways. Like I'd say, like probably like, I don't know. It depends on your genetics. But all I'm gonna say is building 30 pounds in a month is not possible. Building 20 pounds in a month. No, that's not possible. No. You should be in a caloric surplus of 500 to 800 calories and a day, and that's about a pound a week you should be gaining. Now, all of it's going to be muscle, so pretty much you should stop real quick. You should stop bulking when you have like 2 inches on your waistline. If you can grab 2 inches on your waistline, that's when you should start cutting. You don't want to you should be able to see your abs still, kind of. Decrease your calories, go on the caloric deficit, lose weight, so you can build your insulin sensitivity up. Meaning, because if you get too fat, the majority of the calories you're eating are pretty much going to go towards fat and not towards building muscle, because you're not as insulin sensitive as you were when you were at that 10 to 12 body fat percentage, or whatever you were starting at. All right, that's all I gotta say. Have a good one. Please comment, rate, subscribe.